Hardwired relay control systems often have a master control relay that will remove all power from the circuits when a master stop switch is pushed. Pushing the normally open master start push button will energize the master control relay, MCR. One normally open contact of the master control relay will latch around the master start switch and keep the MCR energized when the master start push button is released. Two other normally open contacts will close and provide power to the rest of the circuit. The SLC 500 PLCs have a master control reset instruction, an MCR, that behaves like the hardwired master control relay. The MCR instruction turns off or clears all non-retentive outputs between paired rungs with MCR instructions as outputs. For safety considerations, MCR instructions should never be used instead of a hardwired master control relay. The MCR on the first rung and the MCR on the last rung create a zone. The examine if closed instruction on the first rung controls the action of the zone. When the on-off switch is closed, the MCR on the first rung is true, and all of the rungs and instructions between the MCRs behave normally. When the on-off switch is open, the MCR is false, and the outputs between the MCRs will be turned off, except for the retentive outputs. In this example, output M and PL1 will be turned off. The retentive output, SOL, will remain in the state it was in immediately before the MCR went false. With I:1/0 switch closed, the MCR rung is true and instructions between the MCRs operate normally. Observe that all the outputs are true before the on-off switch is opened. After opening the switch, only the retentive outputs are still on. This is another example of some PLC instructions inside an MCR zone. In this illustration, the input A switch is closed, so the MCR zone is true or active. The MCR zone is also referred to as a fenced zone with a start fence and an end fence. All instructions would operate normally. This is the same ladder logic program with input A switch open. The zone is false. The instructions inside the zone or fence will not operate, and non-retentive outputs will be off, and retentive outputs will be in their last state. With I:1/0 switch closed, the instructions between the MCR rungs operate normally. When I:1/0 is opened, the non-retentive outputs are turned off, and the retentive outputs remain in their last state.